Hello friends, I decided to start vlogging again because I felt like it. I am going to try and see if I can't vlog more on a daily basis, just not worrying about having one up every week, but just continuing to let you know what I'm reading and then uploading it maybe 2 to 3 times a month maximum or something like that. And hopefully, also because I've become worse and worse and actually updating my reading progress on a daily basis when I do my vlogs, so I don't think it's gonna be changing the amount of time spent on the vlog in the future. But I think I'm thinking maybe if with every 6 books or something like that I finish, then I can upload a video or something like that, and that would be fine. So it's Monday the 25th of January, and I've been doing really well on my reading in January so far. Sorry, the jacket is pretty warm. It's quite chill outside these days, so I've been wearing an extra coat, but right now I'm a little overheated, so yeah. But I've been doing really well on my TBR books, and currently working on my last physical book of the month, and that is Night's Shadow by Sebastian de Castell. I'm 108 pages into it. It's 600 pages long. I'm hoping to finish this on the 31st, and I shouldn't have too many problems about that. So yeah, I'm going to attempt reading something from this every day over the week and see how it goes. I am also listening to my last audio from my audio TBR, and that is Misery. I have listened to a little bit today. I am 3 hours and 50 minutes in, so I think I listened to an hour in total today, because I think that I was on 2 hours and 50 today when I started. So an hour more I've listened today, and I have 2 hours and 15 minutes left. And I think I'll finish that tomorrow, because I have a work from home day tomorrow, and I usually get through quite a lot of audio on those days, most often at least. And so I think I'll finish this audio tomorrow, as well as maybe starting on another one. The other audio that I'm also working on is Saints and Misfits by S.K. Ali. This is not part of my TBR. I've read quite a few books that wasn't on my TBR already, but I have made sure that I had time to listen to this. I knew that Misery wasn't going to be a really long one. So I have Saints and Misfits that I'm also currently reading, and I will be listening to that now when I start cooking for the dinner for the week, or at least for today. And then we'll see what happens next. So yeah, I have those 3 books going for me right now, and that's definitely more than enough. I mean, I'm really enjoying Night's Shadow so far. It's very intriguing, and I am happy that I'm finally back in that world. I am also enjoying Saints and Misfits, though not as much as I enjoyed Love from A to Z by her. It's definitely dealing with some heavy topics and stuff, but I think that I connected a little bit more to the characters from Love from A to Z than I did due to this one, but I still really enjoy it. So it's still like a high rating. It's like around a 4 to 4.5 stars, but not a 5 stars. That's what I'm thinking right now, at least. And Misery is also good. I'm not as into it as some people are. I know this is one of like a lot of people's favorite Stephen King, because it's, first and foremost, I think it's very attainable, because it's not very long. It's like only 300, it's less than 400 pages at least. I think it's 370 something pages, and for a Stephen King novel that's pretty short. And I also think that the topic is a sort of something that a lot of people can get behind, because it's not supernatural. It follows this guy who is writing a novel series, or a book series, and has a really passionate fan, and she has kidnapped him, ordering him to like write the book the way that she wanted it, rewrite the ending. And so you sort of see from his perspective now, when he's in when he's captured by her, but you also see like parts of the novel that he was writing, and so it sort of switches between that. But I do enjoy it. It's just I'm not loving it, so I think it's going to be a 3.5 to 4 stars for me, depending on how the ending goes. So we'll see about that, but that's where I am right now. But I'm really happy with my reading so far this month. I've definitely gotten to a good start, and I've read a lot of great books, and I'm looking forward to talking about them in my wrap-up. I'm also looking forward to actually starting to find out what to read for February, because I'm dying to do that. I haven't done the Bookopoly yet, but I'm hoping that I can do it maybe one of the next days, so that I don't have to plan everything out next weekend. I'm also in the process of something really exciting, but I'm not gonna tell you about it right now until I know for certain where this is going. But I'll let you know as soon as possible if it becomes anything. But right now I'm keeping it, I'm a little bit silent about it, because I don't want to jinx anything, and I don't want to get my own hopes up too much. So yeah, I'll let you know when I'm further into the week, because I think I'll know more by then. But yeah, this was everything I wanted to say right now. I'll check in with you later. Bye. Hello friends, it is Tuesday. I wanted to check in with an update, a reading update, and let you know how I've been doing. I've actually finished 2 books since the last spoke to you yesterday, but I did say that I didn't have much left of either books, or at least Saints and Misfits. I don't know if I said how much I had left of it, but it turned out I had about what it took. I finished it while I was cooking, so I think it took me about an hour or something to cook yesterday, or 45 minutes or something like that. So yeah, but I ended up finishing it, and I have really been enjoying it. It's not as I said, also mentioned yesterday, it wasn't as strong as the first one. Well, the first one is not as serious, but the other book that I read by S.K. Ali, A Love from A to Z, was for me much better book. I just connected way more with the characters in that one, but I did really like our main character in this one as well. That's not to say that I didn't. It's just that I just found Love from A to Z that much better with everything. But one of the things I really love about S.K. Ali's books is that how much she explores friendships and stuff. She deals with a lot of heavy topics in this one, rape and what to do in that situation and how to come forward about it. And it was really tough to read about. And it also just gives a really good insight into Islam in general. But S.K. Ali also manages to do that in Love from A to Z. But this one was definitely really good. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I think it's a really important read because of the topics that it deals with. So I highly recommend it. But I just personally loved A to Z that much more. And yeah, another book that I finished was Misery by Stephen King. I mentioned yesterday that I was pretty sure that I would finish it today, because I would have a lot of audio time, and I did finish it. So I listened to the remainder. I think I had 2 hours left, and I ended up on a 3.5 stars for this. And while what I really liked about it is that it was so unsettling in what it was going on, because it's something that could happen in real life. Like, a captivity is not unheard of, you know, and torture is not unheard of. So it's not like supernatural horror or anything. It is just straight up body horror, and it's definitely not for everyone. What my issue was, I think, was that I'm not sure I enjoyed the characters very much, and I'm not sure I enjoyed the structure. I'm not always good when you mix up a normal flow of a story with a book part in the story or something else. And I don't know if that's what distracted me. But I ended up giving it a 3.5 stars. Otherwise, I've also made progress on Night Shadow. I am on page 174, so about I would say 25% into it, somewhere between 25 and 30%. And it's fine. I'm not where I want it to be, but I'm working on it at least. I read for like an hour and a half or something this evening, and not reading it super fast, but I'm enjoying it. It's definite. Some things happen and our characters go through things, and I really enjoy the two female characters that is in this specific group, and I hope that we see a little bit more of them in the coming chapters. The thing is that we are following this story from Falchio's perspective and only his, so we don't always have them in the chapters. But I also really like the bromance kind of thing going on between Falchio, Basti and Kest. Definitely that's something interesting, so I'm looking forward to seeing how things are going to evolve in the coming chapters. And after finishing Misery, I had to start something different, so I started on From Lukov with Love. I recently got that on Audible because I have really wanted to read a Mariana Zapata in a while, and I keep hearing about this one. And yeah, I've only listened to half an hour, which equals to an hour, so I'm not very far into it. So I only know that we are following this girl who is a ice skater, competitive ice skater, and yeah, she has someone she's angry with, and I know that that's going to be the love interest in this. But I love Mariana Zapata's way of creating a relationship, because it just usually starts out with them hating each other, but then they form a friendship and starts trusting each other, and then becomes more. It's usually not until after around 85% or longer into a book that they actually start a romantic relationship kind of thing. So I really love that, but I haven't read one of her books in a while, so I decided to pick this up. So yeah, this was everything I wanted to say right now. I'll talk to you in another clip, who knows when. See ya. So it is extremely dark up here, but I wanted to show some evidence that it's been snowing. Because usually it doesn't stick for long, so it's been a couple of days, and it is Saturday evening. I haven't finished anything since I last spoke to you. Have I? No. But I have made a lot of progress on my books. I also, yeah. I kind of forgot that I had to change sheets. You know, that sometimes happens when I wash them. I forget to put new clean sheets on, ready to go to bed. So I have to do that now. So I have to change that in a minute. I just found the sheets that I want to use now. Anyway, I made progress on Night Shadow. It's upside down. No, it's not. It's the right way. I'm here. I'm not reading this as fast as I thought I would. But I also remember not reading it super fast when I read the first book. And the first book was like just about between 350 pages and 400 pages, if I remember correctly. And I'm currently on page 358. I've read 62 pages today. I thought I would read like 100 pages a day on the weekends, but I haven't, and I don't know if I will tomorrow either, but I'll try. But I don't think I'll finish because I have over 250 pages left, and I don't think I'm going to be reading 250 pages tomorrow, and that's sad because I really wanted to finish this before February starts, because I have so many books on my list to read for February. So I might have to hold this off until, I don't know, otherwise I should try and read what I have to read a day for the books that I need to read in February, and see if I can squeeze in 10 or 15 pages here and there in this book on those days as well. That way I'll finish it in February and not forget what's going on. But I am really enjoying it. It follows, obviously, Falkio, Basti and Kest. These are 3 greatcoats and their gang. There are also a couple of women. There are Valeriana and I feel like it's some Diana or Darin. I'm not really good at names. I always forget them, especially if they're new. But Falkio, Basti and Kest, you see everything from Falkio's perspective, and I like their friendship. But as I said, I'm enjoying it. I think they're great characters, but it just takes me a long time to read it. So, but in all, I read like 35 pages an hour, between 35, sometimes 40 if I'm quick, and sometimes a little less than 35. But I think on average it's been about 35 pages per hour, and that's not fast for me. That's lower than average, so that's why I say that I don't read this as fast. It's the same with, I think I read on the same speed when I read like the Faithful and Fallen books. So but it's also like the font is not super big, and so that has something to do with it. And then I just think it's the writing style, but it doesn't mean that I don't like it. It's just that it takes a little bit more time to read it. Otherwise, I've been listening to From Lukov with Love. As I started that, and I have 2 hours left of it. The audio is 15 hours long in total, and I have 2 hours to go in total. So that's 1 hour in my speed, so I'll finish it tomorrow, I presume, and 1 hour, and it is 7.5 hours in total for the book as a whole. I listened to a lot of it yesterday when I was working from home, and so I made a lot of progress on it. I have also decided on what books to read for February, and I have 7 physical books on my TBR. I'm hoping I can knock a lot of them out on the 24 and 48 hour readathon, but I don't know. Currently, I might actually go to my brother's on Saturday that weekend, but I can still manage to read something on those days as well. And then I'll just dedicate all of Sunday to reading, I guess. And yeah. As you saw before, it's been snowing today. It was really fun. I haven't been out in the snow like I was today in years and years and years. I don't remember when. I don't think I've ever walked in the snow for so long, and ever, I think. But we went for a walk because me and my sister, as I've been mentioning, have been going on walks 3 times a week the last 3 weeks. I don't know if we're going to manage that this week, but we've been out 2 days this week. It was Tuesday and then today, and just when we started walking, it started snowing. I just been checking the weather, and it didn't say that there was going to be any snow. It wasn't like showing that was going to be snow today, so it was quite a surprise for us. And it was cold, so we knew that it was going to be a little bit chill. So, but we hadn't walked more than like 50 meters or something when we realized that it was snowing, and when it started to snow, and we were thinking it was just probably going to be a small amount, like just a short for a short time that it was going to be snowing. But then it just kept on going, and it got heavier and heavier, and we walked for an hour and 15 minutes, I think. And when we come back, there were like 3 to 4 centimeters, and it's been snowing a little bit tonight as well, so I think it's on 5 centimeters now. But I don't know if it's going to be staying. Tomorrow is going to be a couple of plus degrees, so it might melt and stuff, but it also could be that it's just gonna stay for a bit. I love it when it snows like this. I love the scenery, and I think it's so much more fun to be out in the snow than it is. Last year at this time it was just raining and raining and raining and raining every day. So at least I'm happy, considering how shitty our lives are at this point because of the lockdown situation, and normal seems so far away. It's nice that at least there's snow, which makes the days a little bit brighter. It makes it more fun to be out and about. And so I've been enjoying that. So those were the things that I've been reading, and my update for you for now. I've been at my parents' today since lunch, but I borrowed their washing machine so I can do a lot of laundry because I was maxed out and I needed to wash more than 1 load today. So I've been going on 3 loads, and that helped me a lot. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, but those are my reading updates for now. I'll talk to you again later and let you know how I've been doing, and when I finish something, I will check in with you, and yeah, see ya. Hello friends, it is now Tuesday. I wanted to check in with an update. I wanted to let you know that I did not finish this in time for February. I still have like 150 pages left. I don't remember if I checked in again, but I managed to get to 448 pages out of 600, so yeah. But I did read about 100 pages. Oh, well, at least the amount of pages that I set for myself for that day. So that was good. So I've started on my February books because I had to. I finished, I managed to just finish From Lukov with Love on Sunday, and I loved it. It turned out to be just what I imagined it to be. I am really excited. I really enjoy Mariana Zapata's books. I think she manages to do what I really want her to do in romances. Like I would love to read more romances that are like these, where not necessarily they have to be not like each other from the beginning, but I think the way that she develops a friendship relationship kind of thing, it's built on so much trust and stuff. It just makes me root for that relationship so much more. And I also really enjoyed the family relations in this one. There was a lot of good things going on. She is a figure skater. She is one of the best ones, and she used to do singles figure skating, but she decided to go doubles, and then her old partner abandoned her. And then there's Lukov, who is the best male figure skater in doubles figure skating, and he is looking for a partner. She absolutely hates him, but her best friend is his sister, and so they know each other in that way, and they hate each other because of misunderstanding, basically. But it ends up with them having to pair up as a doubles pair for a year, and in that time they obviously just learn to know each other. I really rooted for this. I think I do enjoy these sort of sports related stuff. I can really understand how much effort and how much time they put in to this. Yeah, so I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. It was, I still think that Kulti is my favorite, but that's more like because it had such a big impact on me, because I related so much to the main character, and I don't do that very often. So I'm happy I finished the month with a really good book. And on Monday I started on the next Hidden Legacy book, Sapphire Flames, and I am actually 5 hours into this. I was only supposed to be 2.5 hours, so I double as much into it, and I'm really enjoying it. It was just as I imagined, but I listened to, I think 3 hours. No, I think I've listened to 4 hours today as I was working. When I work from home, I usually get through a lot of audio, and that today was also that. So that was great. And yesterday I started on my reread of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and I read 48 pages, but I'm planning on, I was actually thinking, I planned in that I wanted to start on this because it's my body read, but on the other hand, if I start reading and I have put myself down for like 50 pages today, then another week will go before I can pick it up again. So I thought maybe I should just focus on getting through as much as this one as I can over the next couple of days, and then try and read some of this in the coming weekend. We'll see how things goes. It's really cold outside these days. I just came back from a walk, and there's been like minus a couple of degrees. I'm not sure exactly, but it feels like -7 because it's a little bit windy, and there's no sun. There's a fog. I'll just show you. As you can tell, it is pretty foggy. You could easily see the trees over there. So yeah. As I said, I also started on the Black Flamingo, which is a poetry collection. I didn't know this, but I started it and I am very much enjoying it. It's I think it said that it was fiction, but it feels like a lot like his own reflections on how it went when he was growing up. I really enjoyed it. It talks a lot about accepting who you are, and the fact that don't try to undermine who you are, no matter the color of your skin. And then there's also a discussion about him being gay, obviously, and the difficulties he's going through with how people are seeing him and viewing him, and how he views himself. And it's just very emotional to listen to, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the narration. I really think he does a really good job. He's narrating it himself, Dean Atta. And as I said, I am 40 minutes into it, and I think the entirety of this was in full speed, in full time, 3.5 hours. So I think I might have an hour or something left in total for me to listen to. But this was my update for today, and I will talk to you soon with another update. Bye. Hello friends, it is Friday. My nose is extremely red. It's been a rough day. Went to the dentist, had one of my teeth pulled out. So I'm really sore down here. Bottom teeth. Do you call them wisdom teeth as well, or is that just a Danish thing? Anyway, I had that pulled out today, so I haven't really been doing much today. But yesterday I finished 2 books, and today I finished 1 book. Yesterday I finished Sapphire Flames by Ilona Andrews. I haven't decided on my rating yet, but I really enjoyed it. I think that this series, I really just enjoy it. There's a lot of things I love about them. It's set in a world where we have these sort of characters who have sort of psychic abilities, or psychic, like using your mental stuff. Like our main character in the previous trilogy was able to tell when people were lying, and this one we are following one who is able to make other people do as she pretty much want to. She is a sort of siren, but she tries really hard not to show her true self, and she has to investigate a case. And yeah, she's sort of the new head of the house since Nevada, lead in the other trilogy, sort of got married and pulled herself out of that after some things that happened. And you can totally read this book without having read the like in between novellas. I don't think it's necessary, so that's just a bonus. Otherwise, I finished The Black Flamingo yesterday by Dean Atta, and this was really, really good. It was such a thought-provoking book, and it discussed so many things. As I also mentioned, I haven't given it any of these books a rating yet, but I'm thinking they are all either really, really high 4-star ratings or 5-star ratings. And today I finished All Boys Are Blue, so I have really been cracking on the audios these past days. So I'm really happy with that. I finished 3 books recently, and then I have made progress on Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I am just about halfway through, but I brought Kushil start to bed with me because I'm starting with this tomorrow. So anyway, this was my last update for this vlog. I'm starting on the 24 and 48 hour readathon tomorrow, but I don't know exactly how that's going to go because I have to go to my brother's tomorrow, so I don't have a full amount of time. Plus there's something really exciting that happened as well. I talked about in the beginning of the vlog that something was happening, and I might be able to tell you what it was by the end. And today I just signed a buying contract of a house, so I'm pretty much moving. And I'm already moving by the 1st of April, and it's not an April Fool's, I hope not. I mean, we've both signed it today, so that's really exciting. So it's been a really strange couple of days, but I just signed it today, so that now it's final. And next week I am starting to talk to my bank about how to finance it, and what my best options are. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, and definitely seems like the most adult move I've ever done. It's such a big choice though, you know, just the thought about owning something and all of that. But on the other hand, it's also going to be nice because I'm investing in this one, so I can actually profit from it later if I decide to sell it. That's the good thing. Plus I have everything to myself. I can do whatever I want on it, and that's also exciting. So yeah, but now I have to start packing down 7 years worth of me living here, and it's gonna be a dreadful time. So I'm gonna spend a lot of time this weekend also starting on my cleaning and packing down, because I'd also know that the landlord would want to maybe take a couple of photos of the apartment for when he has to like find a new someone new to rent the apartment after I leave. And plus when the viewings are starting, I don't think I hope that I can make sure that it's pretty nice looking from the get-go. So yeah, but I don't know when he's gonna start that. He said in a couple of weeks time, when I talked to him last weekend. So yeah, because I had 3 months leave, and so I'm not out until the 30th of April. But no matter how I did this, I would have to have a month like overlap, because otherwise how was I able to move everything out and clean it and stuff and overtake the other apartment. Otherwise it would have been like sort of like the 15th or something, but with this way I have the Easter break taking up a lot of the time, so I am taking 3 days before Easter and 4 days after, so I have like 2 whole weeks to get ready, move in and all of that. So I'm pretty excited about that, and it makes me hopeful that I can do it, and it's also at a time when I'm not extremely busy yet. So yeah, it's really strange, and I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, this was my final update. I'll talk to you soon because I'm filming already tomorrow, hopefully. Bye!